6:15, time now to say good Monday morning to Mike Eppel with the latest in business news. Good morning, Mike. How's your weekend?
Pretty good, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
Excellent. I'm great on this Monday morning, awake and ready to go. We'll see how it goes tomorrow morning. It's always the roughest on Tuesday, I find. We'll start off with Thursday's yours? Okay, Thursday's pretty bad too. This week is going to be a big one for several reasons, but we'll start off with the central banks and the fact that they're going to be announcing some big interest rate decisions later on.
Right. Last week, the Bank of Canada raised interest rates and ostensibly said that they're going to take a wait-and-see approach after raising rates 8 meetings in a row. This week, the U.S. Federal Reserve is ready to raise its benchmark interest rate in the United States for the 8th consecutive time, but people are a little bit more cautious about the idea of the U.S. Federal Reserve being as reticent to what the economy is doing at this point. I have a feeling they're not going to be they're probably going to be a little bit more aggressive and maybe tell the market, hey, we're not done in the fight against inflation, because in the U.S., the inflation rate is still, north of 6-7%. And you've got the European Central Bank and the Bank of England set to report on their interest rate policies as well this week. So, Tammie, it is very possible we're going to see a lot of concern and caution, I'm guessing, from the markets, because that's what I'm already seeing this morning in pre-market action. And look, January's been terrific for stocks. The Dow Jones on Wall Street has been up 6 days in a row coming into the session this morning. NASDAQ is up already 11% this year, and the TSX on Bay Street is up nearly 7%. So investors might see a little bit of a reality check coming up.
A little pullback there. And we'll see quarterly earnings from some of the largest companies in the world, including Apple, Amazon, you name it.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a real tell for what's going on in the economy, because not only will these companies be reporting how much money they're making, but they're also going to be giving guidance for the year and what they see in sales. And what have we heard from the tech sector to start this year? A lot of job cuts, a right-sizing of their workforce. Like you say, Apple will be reporting on Thursday, and Amazon, I think Thursday is pretty much the busiest week on the calendar this week for tech names. But interspersed with all of that, we've also got ExxonMobil and Imperial Oil set to report quarterly results tomorrow. Exxon, one of the world's largest energy producers. Those are going to be record-breaking numbers. CP Rail reports earnings here in Canada this week. And it's, I think, over 100 of the S&P 500 report quarterly results. So when you've got that number, why can't they slow things down and spread it out a little bit? You've got too many things on the calendar this week for investors to digest. So it's going to be interesting. Nonetheless, and very busy, you have to think.
Yeah, next week. Like, why couldn't we just spread it out so that we have next week's going to be crickets now? Everything's this week. Porter Airlines also this week. They're going to be launching jet service from Pearson.
Yeah, Richard Sutherland had a chance to fly on the one of the inaugural flights of the Porter Embraer new jets that are taking off from Pearson this week. To see these planes, very nice, premium service, upper tier service. And, I think this is going to be interesting in as much as there's more competition in the Canadian airspace right now. Tammie, you've got Lynx and Flair, and, of course, the heavyweights, Air Canada and WestJet and their auxiliary brands. So Porter going to be flying out of Pearson. That's certainly different for the company, considering they've flown up to this point out of Billy Bishop and only offered turboprop air flight service, going to jets now and flying across Canada to start, and then points to the United States and abroad after that. So a little bit more competition coming in, and we'll see how this all shakes out in the market, because that's been the big criticism, I suppose, that there hasn't been enough competition and that prices are too high. But if you got more players, then you could see some price effects because of that.
All right. Mike, we're out of time, so thank you so much for that. If you didn't catch it on Friday, please head to our website and watch Best of BT. Yes. Mike Eppel makes a few cameos that are
there was some
glorious.
Interesting. They're awesome. Yes, me dancing is always good.
Always good. All right, Mike. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.